There's Dean Kremer making his 17th start, is what it's going to be. And I tell you what, Dean got roughed up a little bit his last time out against the Braves. Ended up giving up 5 runs in 4 1/3. But before that, guys, he was really, really rolling it.
Xavier Edwards is in the left-handed batter's box as it's showtime here from Camden Yards. And the first pitch of the game is popped up. Near the pitcher's mound, coming in is Westberg. Third baseman makes the catch just to the left of the mound. Nice and easy for Kremer. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Here's Jesus Sanchez, nobody on and 1 out.
3-2 the count as Kremer goes into his motion and the payoff pitch. Curveball, Baltimore chop out to first, gobbled up by O'Hearn, who charges in, steps on first, gets the force out. 2 away now.
He had one play on that ball. He had to come get this ball because of the speed of Sanchez. Watch him come get it. Big high hop. He picks it right off the dirt right there. If he sits back on that ball, it's a foot race to first base.
Here is Otto Lopez playing shortstop and batting third for the Marlins here in game 1. He waits on the 0-1 and he grounds it through the right side to base hit. Maybe that's exactly what he needs to get him going.
Yeah, a little inside out. Got jammed on that fastball. Just shoots it in the right field.
So a 2-out base runner for the Marlins here in the first. Here is Augustine Ramirez doing the catching duties tonight.
Kremer to Ramirez now. A high fly to center. That power is on display, but thankfully a little bit short of the warning track.
And so Lopez with a 2-out single, but no damage done. Marlins nothing, and the Orioles coming up.
Eddie Cabrera on the mound for the Marlins here tonight. 27-year-old right-hander making his 77th career big league start tonight. It'll be Jackson Holliday, Jordan Westberg, and Gunnar Henderson.
And Jackson Holliday takes his first pitch to left center. That's in the gap. That's in the bullpen on a hop. Holliday with an opening ambush and an opposite field double.
That's how you want to get the party started. This offense has been picking up the pace for a while now, folks.
Jackson aboard at second for Westberg in a 1-1 count. Line to the right side. It gets past the glove of Edwards. Sits on the grass in right field, and the Orioles have a run and 2 hits on just 4 pitches. A couple of balls absolutely belted off the bats of Jackson and Jordan.
Fastball middle end, didn't try to pull it, let the hands go first, and a barrel. I'm talking about 110 off the bat, and the Orioles with an early lead in this one.
Gunnar, who is having a disappointing year by all accounts, and not often can you call a 794 OPS disappointing, but when you're coming off 37 homers, I think you're going to frown a little bit. 1-2 pitch is cut on and missed. How about the cabbie curveball? He gets Gunnar Henderson. There's 1 away on the cabbie punch-out.
O'Hearn, the all-star starter, 1 for 6 in the mid-series. The 1 was a 2-run double, and he also walked 4 times. Team leading 38 walks. And O'Hearn rips this ball up the alley. Right center field. That'll be extra bases. Could be another run. Westberg's waved around third. The helmet goes flying, and he's in standing. A run-scoring double for Ryan O'Hearn. The Orioles' 3rd hit, 2nd double of the inning. And against one of the hottest pitchers in baseball, the O's have 2 runs and 4 batters.
You knew old turn and burn O'Hearn had to get on the action too. Orioles up 2-0 in this one.
Kremer trying for one last good outing before he hits the all-star break. Here's Liam Hicks, left-hand hitter, 3-2. Foul tip, strike 3. So Dean Kremer has got all but 1 of the first 7 that he's faced.
Bottom of the second, 2-0 Baltimore.
And the big right-hander from Miami has a clean 2nd.
1-2-3 bounce back inning for Cabrera.
It's the Orioles 2, the Marlins nothing. Start of the 3rd. And
Connor Norby will lead it off against Dean Kremer.
And that is a rocket off the bat of the former Marlin, Connor Norby. And he's got his first base hit of the ball game, his first in this series, and the 2nd hit of the game for Miami. Well, that feels good.
Nice swing there, getting on top of it.
It's a base hit. Welcome back to Baltimore for Connor Norby. 6 hits as an Oriole, gets his first hit as a Marlin at Oriole Park.
Sanoha hitting 167 over his last 9 games at the plate. Norby at first has some speed. He's got 7 stolen bases. And Sanoha waits on the 2-1. And he lifts it in the air fairly deep down the left field line. Cowser going over near the corner, and he's got it. Norby will tag at first and go to 2nd. And he arrives in safely with a head-first dive. That's heads-up base running.
That is good heads-up base running. He knows this place a little bit. Only played 8 ball games here in Baltimore, but at least you want to be aggressive. You don't want to go halfway. He went back and tagged up. That was pretty good.
Twice through the order now. Here's Xavier Edwards.
And this is the strength of the Marlins right here. Runners in scoring position. They are 6th in baseball with runners in scoring position, and 2 out and runners in scoring position. They are 3rd in baseball. So this is what they do best.
Here's Xavier Edwards, and he pushes a bunt pretty good. Kremer bare hands it, throws it to first. In time, they got him.
Boy, Dean Kremer's smooth, isn't he? He knew exactly how much time he had. Make sure he caught that ball. And a nice throw to over O'Hearn just in time.
Kremer calm under pressure. Throws out X, who is trying to bunt for a base hit. Norby goes to third. Now there are 2 out for Sanchez.
He's in a full count and about to see the 7th pitch his second time. And he serves one in the left. Colton Cowser has been busy tonight. And Dean Kremer's through 3 scoreless.
That'll leave Norby at third base, and another scoreless frame turned in by Dean Kremer. Midway through 3, 2-0 Baltimore.
And there's one away now for Westburg.
Swinging a line drive shot to the gap in right center field. That's down for a base knock. Westburg's got his second hit of the night. He continues to blister the baseball all over the diamond. A 1-out base runner for Baltimore.
So here's the exciting 24-year-old Gunnar Henderson.
Henderson, whoa! Guillotine ball back at Cabrera. He smothered and covered a changeup for another Orioles rip.
How about that one? 108 off the bat. Gunnar Henderson, first pitch he sees, just a bullet right back up the middle. So first and second with 1 out.
The Orioles with 5 hits right now, and Ryan O'Hearn, who's got one of them.
Swinging a line drive up the middle, bouncing on the infield dirt and into center field. A base hit. Rounding third, coming down the line is Westburg. He'll beat the throw from Sano. It's an RBI base hit for Ryan O'Hearn. He drives in his second of the night. It's 3-0 Baltimore, and the Orioles keep on tacking them on against Cabrera here early.
Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Ramon is a little better than 50-50.
The pitch. Swinging a looper into left center field. That's baiting fast. That's down. A base hit. Henderson can stroll to the plate. He will score. Great read by O'Hearn as he races to third. Throw goes to second. Laureano's in there. A bloop ribby for Ramon Laureano. And it's 4-0 with a pair across here in the 3rd inning. The Orioles have authored together 4 consecutive singles, all with 1 down here in the 3rd inning. And they are dinking and dunking their way against Cabrera here in the 3rd. And Dean Kremer has fired a 2-hit shutout through 6 tonight in Baltimore. O's on top 4-0 after 5.5.
1-2-3 inning for Dean Kremer. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Marlins have been held scoreless here.
Off to the 7th we go. And they're seeing spectacular work on the mound by Dean Kremer. Eric Wagaman, the batter. Runner at first with 1 down.
Throws a fastball, strikes out Wagaman looking. Punch out number 6.
Runner at first, 2 down. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a splitter. How about 7 superb frames shutting down the Miami Marlins by Dean Kremer. That'll take us to the 7th inning stretch here in downtown Baltimore.
Cade Gibson takes over for Miami after 2 shutout innings for Phillips on a relief of Cabrera. And Baltimore has 2 aboard. And here's the designated hitter, Ramon Laureano, who's 2 for 3 tonight.
2-1. Off the fist, humpback liner, fades over the first baseman. That's down into right field for a base hit. Outstanding read by Westburg again. He trots across to score on a bladed base hit for Ramon Laureano. He's got his 3rd hit of the night. He drives in his 2nd, and it's 5-0 Baltimore here in the 7th.
Well, there's Andrew Kittredge making his 23rd appearance of the year. 3.57 ERA, pretty good.
Here is Otto Lopez. So you might say this would be the perfect time to get a base knock and get yourself a multi-hit team and get a couple of men on base with nobody out. In the air to left, fairly deep. This is really deep, and this is gone. Otto Lopez breaks up the shutout with a 2-run homer here in the top of the 9th inning. Just like that, it's 5-2 Orioles, and all of a sudden there's a save in it.
And now Andrew Kittredge trying to get 1 more out. It's a 1-1. Rolled on the ground, out to shortstop. Henderson looks it into his glove. Steps, throws to first. In time, Wagaman out. Bucket for the Birds on this Friday night against the Marlins as the Orioles hang on for a 5-2 victory.